2026 World Baseball Classic on FS1, presented by Capital One. Bobby Witt Jr. leads off, and then Bryce Harper, even though he's struggled so far in the WBC, stays in there and bats second. Tatis, Marte, Soto, Vlad Guerrero Jr. bats cleanup. Manny Machado's the 5-hitter. Jr.
breaking that in multiple ways.
He gets whipped for the first out of the night, using that pitch.
Down too often.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Luis Severino to start tonight's game.
Well, fastball, actually more of a cutter that backs up, and it actually worked out to his
advantage. Only 16 runs the last 3 games, though. Judge lines the ball into left field and a base hit. Just got it over Perdomo, timed up that fastball, and gives the Americans their first base runner.
Well, a lot less stress than when the leadoff hitter gets on, and there's a big inning looming.
Had the steamrolling effect that you figured it would in this lineup. That ball almost, and it does, hit Schwarber. Sweeps so far inside that it hits him.
It creates that extra pressure.
2-1. Chopper off of the hands, and an easy one from Marte. Scoreless first inning for Luis Severino. The Dominicans, the fearsome Dominican lineup, coming to the plate when you come back.
Keeping these guys off balance.
Tatis, it's a fly ball to left field for Roman Anthony. Had him off balance with the sweeper to get the night's first out. 775 or 80. Is 1-1. Popped up into shallow right field. 2 hitters, both of them off balance. Routine for Bryce Turang, 2 out. 53 hitter in the WBC with 4 home runs. And a 1-1 from Paul Skeens. Juan Soto, 53 hitter in the WBC with 4 home runs. And a 1-1 from Paul Skeens. Juan Soto pulls it on the ground. Diving stop by Bryce Turang. 1-2-3 first, Paul Skeens. Highlight play from the Platinum Glover of the Milwaukee Brewers. 53 hitter in the WBC with 4 home runs. And a 1-1 from Paul Skeens. Juan Soto pulls it on the ground. Diving stop by Bryce Turang. 1-2-3 first, Paul Skeens. Highlight play from the Platinum Glover of the Milwaukee Brewers. Much more efficient pitcher as Smith pokes this one to right field, tails away from Tatis and nestles in for a leadoff base hit. So the Dodger catcher back in the lineup today as DeRosa's gone back and forth between Smith and Cal. Spot here, down 0-2 against Severino. And takes strike 3 at the knees. Third one for Severino, 1 gone in the second. Severino knowledge now 32, more than a decade in. Turang on the ground to second, could be 2, 4, 6, 3, a double play. And a scoreless second for Luis Severino.
That's what makes him such an elite hitter.
Chops him down to third, and a tough play right there, and a good one by Gunnar Henderson to get Guerrero. Got that short hop, and Skeens has retired the first. Nobody pressing in this group. Machado's down on 3 pitches. 99 to the corner, 2 out.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of, you know, when you play a football game, you got the best offense going against the best defense, and you got strength against strength, and who's going to zig and zag. And right now,
Caminero leans out, sends a drive to deep left field. It is gone. Junior Caminero makes his mark again.
Here you could see where they were trying to go, but that ball stayed up over the plate. Just talked about the quadrants of where he does not miss, and that was one of them.
How much star power there is in this lineup. He's hitting 7th. On the ground to second, Turang. That'll do it for the Dominican Republic, but they draw first blood. Only one run allowed from that Dominican pen all tournament. Crow Armstrong's down on strikes, and Luis Severino, who got less swing and miss.
Well, it goes back to what I said earlier, that the Americans are going to have to put the ball in play, and they have not done that. 4 key pulls.
Slashes a line drive to left center field. It's down for a base hit in front of Soto. The 1-out single for Bobby Witt. Pulls one down the line and a base hit for Bryce Harper. Tatis over to dig it out. Witt stopped at third. Throw to second offline. Harper's got a double. The U.S. has a threat.
And for Albert Pujols, he got that cutter in and just hooked it down the line. You got Aaron Judge with a base open. You really can't play the infield in because he hits it so hard. It's kind of a moot point, so they're going to play back.
And he got him. He's out in front, strike 3. Judge unable to put it in place.
And this is such a good breaking ball after heating him up on a fastball away. I mean, I know it's hard to talk.
2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2. Right there for strike 3. Severino with a roar. USA had him second and third. And it was Wells that had the walk-off home run against Korea. He's down on strikes here for the first out of the third.
Well, there's been 3 huge moments.
And home runs and 100 batted in. He gets hit by this 2-strike pitch. And the table set for the top of the order as Skeens hits Perdomo. Not running. Tatis bounces it down to third. Henderson guns to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. Tatis on with a fielder's choice. Juan Soto, Bobby Witt, and then Ketel Marte, who shows off that bat with a base hit to right. Tatis heads for third. Throw from Judge. Right there. He's gone. Judge, touchdown Tatis. Thrilling stuff. From Aaron Judge in 3 years.
Oh, this was absolutely perfect. And I'll tell you what, he threw it on the fly. A strike. The easiest one to tag. And a huge moment for Team USA.
Henderson getting a lot of information from him here. The 9th pitch. Turns on it. Sends a fly ball to right center field. Gunnar Henderson has tied it up. DeRosa pushes the right button, pushing Gunnar Henderson into the lineup. Numbers that you could not deny is one of his focuses this offseason. Look back at the Henderson home run. Wakes up that Team US.
You can't ignore it.
Will Smith breaks the ball to left center field. Juan Soto's on the run, tracks it down. Getting ready to start his first season with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Last year between Baltimore and New York. USA to join the red, white, and blue. Fly ball right center field. Rodriguez and Tatis going back. Gone. Roman Anthony gives the U.S. the lead. Well, the one that got away for Team Italy. Team USA has taken the lead.
Man, that is just as pretty as it gets. The bat's in the zone.
2006. Terang's out in front. Soto gets a strikeout. 2 gone in the 4th. Little cue shot that knuckles by Soto, and Pico Armstrong's aboard.
is making this tournament better and better.
2-2 pitch. There goes Cole Armstrong. A swing and a miss and strike 3. Second time it's on this 2-0 pitch. Pulls it to right field. At Judge. He's got it. Aaron Judge comes off his feet and makes the play. Couple of nice defensive plays for Judge.
No, he's not just an offensive machine. We've seen his defense, his arm, and the way that he can cover the ground. Look, this guy's played center field for his team to stay healthy.
That's a base hit down the left field line. He hit it low, but he hit it so hard that it scoots by Roman Anthony. Vlad Jr. with a double. 116 miles per hour racing to the left field wall.
Look, this is just, that is such good hitting. I can't even tell you. That split finger fastball going down and in.
Banged up the middle, smothered by Witt. It'll be a hit for Machado, but it saves a run. Skeens delivers 1-1 and a ground ball to short. 6-4. Oh, Terang had it pop out. They get the out at second. 1-2 from Paul Skeens. He hit him. Hit him on the wrist. It's the second batter that Skeens has hit with 2 strikes. Sky high to left field and routine for Roman Anthony. The Dominican Republic leaves the bases loaded. Paul Skeens is out of it. 2-1 after 4. Look over there having a great time, and the environment in this building figure infuses them with some of that as well. Harper flies out to left on the first pitch, and Mark DeRosa said he just hates that narrative that they're not having any fun. Look at that. High drive center field. Rodriguez going back. Did he get enough? He did not, because Julio scaled the wall. Spider-Man robbing Superman.
Almost to first base. Watch this. He knows he's got it pretty good. He's got the bat in his hand the whole time. So there's maybe just a little doubt, and then that eliminated it. You know they work on it.
Schwarber on the ground. Past Marte. 2-out base hit. Yeah, you got to have a full catalog of those.
Yeah, you do.
You know, like quarterbacks have their play call sheet.
Pay attention to them.
Up along first. That's fair ball. And Guerrero steps on the bag to end the inning. He's had some tremendous defense in this game for every serviceman and servicewoman. Popped into left center field. See who wants it. It's Anthony. And it's, for some guys, you're going to say that because that's what you're supposed to say. But that is genuine. He's got to cover 4 innings. Season-long effect of that. You do it too many times. Tatis hustling. Bare hand. Throw. But wow. Tatis with an infield hit. The only chance Henderson had. Tatis leaning again, but not running. Line drive. Base hit left center field. PCA cuts it off. Tatis hangs on.
Wow, I thought Tatis easily had third base right there.
He leaves the mound. And the Dominicans are going to say anybody but Paul Skeens. Bouncing ball towards the middle. Witt to the bag. Off balance. Throw for a double play. Got it on the ground and got 2. Tyler Rogers, welcome to Team USA. Going to choose to start. Down in a high pitch. 1 gone in the 6th. And it brings up Roman Anthony. 1-2. Here comes Brazoban. It's in there. Strike 3. Sinker dives back to the inside edge.
This is a great pitch. Look at the movement and the late inside part of the plate for the called strike 3.
And he stays that way, pulling the string and a changeup and striking out the side. Slash to right center field. Pico Armstrong gliding to the track. He's there. Makes it look easy. 1 gone once this year is complete. His 8th season with the Padres coming up. Wraps it on the ground to short. Backhand Witt from the outfield grass. Off BB for out number Line drive center field, hangs up for Pico Armstrong, and Griffin jacks 7 pitches to retire the heart of the order. PCA sends a fly ball to center field. Rodriguez won't have to work quite as hard for this one. 1 gone in the 7th. Everybody available for the championship. Witt down on strikes for the 3rd time. You'll sense the 2 home runs in the 4th inning for Team USA. They're 1 for their left. Off the end of the bat, hooked on the ground to a backhanded glove. Marte flips it on to first and completes a 1-2-3-7 for Uribe. We stretch and a 2-1 game. Electric player. The when he's right is as good as anybody. Reaches out and flips one into shallow left field. Witt is under it for the first out of the 7th. Mercy rule win against Korea is 0 for 2 tonight, but he sends this ball to right center field, and Aaron Judge isn't going to get there. Wells into second with a 1-out double. Tying run in scoring position for the Dominican Republic.
Perfectly in between Judge and Armstrong, and that ball just gets over the head, and that's saying something when it gets over the head of Aaron Judge.
He's home with a 2-2 pitch. Perdomo laces a base hit to center. Wells went back at first. He stops at 3rd. Wells was unsure if that ball was going to get over Bobby Witt, and the way Witt's played, you don't blame him for being so.
Well, you said he's clutch, and he went with the pitch. And to your point, Wells had to be absolutely sure, and that's what cost him the chance of scoring. He just talked about how deep the outfield has to play, but another tank.
Bednar deals. Got him! Tatis is out number 2.
We've had 2 moments. Aaron Judge and
the 1-2 pitch. Bednar gets out of it! An escape artist for Team USA! Judge is down swinging. Elevated splitter, but he swings through it. First chance to do it. And it's got more hurdles to it than your average major league game. Those guys have remained close. Schwarber takes the walk. He's on with 1 out. In fact, one of the first calls DeRosa got after Team USA beat Canada the other night was from 1 on 1 out. Gunnar Henderson tied this year. Here's a 2-2. Henderson hits it on the ground to second. Marte to second 1. Perdomo to first. A double play. The Dominican bullpen continues to shine. Here he comes with a 1-2. And he strikes out Soto. Drops the slider to the knees for the first out of the 8th.
this breaking ball.
Vladimir Jr. to do it. Grounds this one back to Whitlock. Over to first, 2 out.
Make it look like a strike longer than that last one.
Got him! Garrett Whitlock mows down the heart of the order. Has them crossing their arms saying, what is going on? Duvall. Inside corner to get him.
Will Smith strikes out twice in one game. This backs up, and Will thinks that's off the plate. Really close. Attention and already getting a guy thrown out at third. And I'll tell you the one that inning where maybe you talked about a little gun shy after getting thrown out at third. That was the one he should have gone to third on.
Yeah, along first and fair, and Guerrero to the bag to end the top of the 9th inning. Fasten those seatbelts to the bottom of the 9th. It's Caminero, Rodriguez, and Wells coming up against Mason. He did, and he got the swing and a miss. Smith corrals down to first, 1 away. Mason Miller has faced 11 hitters in the Classic and struck out 9 of them.
Yeah, I mean that's
Julio Rodriguez Takes ball 4. Tying run aboard in the 9th.
A little surprise there with the 3-1 slider.
All right, Rodriguez and his speed, the tying run. First pitch to O'Neal Cruz, not close. Popped out of Smith's glove. Tying run is in scoring position. The 2-2. Ground ball towards the middle. Witt's there. Close play in time, 2 out. So the tying run is now 90 feet away.
A slider.
Mason Miller's 8th pitch to Perdomo. Here it is, on with the championship! The United States takes down the powerhouse that is the Dominican Republic. 2-1 the final score.
What a game. It was going to be tough for either team that lost in a one-run game, but man.